Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Supermax Prison map as part of our Felon Friday series. And I don't have a lot of good spots here, but I have the middle. I can take the middle. I'm hoping blue goes on this 3 here. I'm going to dump everything there and try to slow roll him down and take his capital if he does do that. And if he doesn't, then maybe we get a play for this area. I'm not sure. This is an interesting start for me. I feel like very frequently I will have some sort of positioning to be able to take a spot somewhere on the board. We don't obviously have that luxury here in this game. I think a 6 would survive in the middle, even if red caps directly next to me on that 5. Red actually might even cap on the 3 up here to be a little distant from my cap option. But yeah, he doesn't go on the 5 or the 3, which is super duper interesting. I have a 6 behind here in blue. I'll start with 5 troops at 11 on 6. A slow roll could potentially win this for me for pretty cheap. And with my cap in the middle, I think that that's not a bad idea to entertain. It'd be even funnier if white tried to take it first. That'd be awesome. Oh, white is botted. Okay. I don't know that I want that. He bought it immediately. This is probably a decent blitz roll, but we're going to try to slow roll it instead. Not good on the first one. Not good on the second one. Not really good on the third one. And not good on the fourth one. Maybe I've weakened that. Almost certainly not weakened that enough for anybody. Wow, this is some atrocious dice. I'll try to roll him over here. There's 1. 2. Give me a 3rd. Nope, not gonna happen. All right, we're just gonna chill then. Had to go for it. Don't have a good positioning at all. He's gonna knock me out of here, which is actually hilarious because that's all I have back there. There's actually genuinely no reason to hit that. I don't really know where the best spot to play is here. White quit immediately. That was some of the worst dice I've ever gotten. I had 11 troops. He had 6. I slow rolled and took off 2. Probably should have just blitzed it at that point. It says 4 to 5 forward. Does purple got? Yeah, purple's got material in here. I don't feel very confident on this board. That's for sure. Red is in here. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Sell H3 cap. Don't like that at all. That is not a particularly good capital. Now we've got orange on a 5 back here. Could probably try to push for this whole bonus. I almost wonder if orange is behind white bot here. If white bot is capped on general population entrance. But I am not sure. Orange is not botted. He just took the 5 on 2 up there, which I think is a little bit of a strange choice. Not sure why you'd voluntarily roll the 2 when you almost certainly have cheaper choices. The white bot has this whole bonus down here? What? The stinking bot oh my god, this bot just rolled around and took a bonus. That is crazy. I don't even have cheap cards here. That is absurd. This might be chaos, man. This might be nuts. It's not even capped there. I'm not going to break it. I'm absolutely not going to break the bot because I actually think that's not in my best interest. We just sit in the middle. That is wild. I didn't expect that at all. We have the middle cap, which means if this game gets late enough, we will have the card block on whoever we want. That is what is nice about the middle cap. Purple managed to take the +6 already. We don't know where orange is. Orange obviously not down here on the left, but he played off the 5 here. We were in, what, we had sell H2, because so theoretically he could be on high security entrance or H1 up there. We know he's not anywhere in here. White attacked from death row entrance, so he's not there. So he's either behind blue or in one of these two territories here, or one of these two territories here. Because he's not behind the purple player, who already has his bonus as well. And I'm a little bit surprised purple was able to capture his bonus. He dumps all of those troops back here. So this very well may just end up as a snowball. That wouldn't really surprise me. But maybe, just maybe, this white bot puts up a ferocious fight. I don't know. I'm in the middle. The middle is the strongest bonus on the board. It's a +9, but it doesn't really mean anything because nobody ever holds the middle on this board. It's like Asia on the classic map. Just not going to happen. But this is Felon Friday. It's a series where we play either Alcatraz or Supermax Prison. We're playing it again here today. We don't know what orange is. Oh, my goodness. You got to hit him out of here. If he was willing to put all of those troops behind... Oh, my God, he doesn't hit him out. If he was willing to put all of those troops behind... Okay, so white came out of a different pocket in here if orange is right there. My mindset is if he was willing to hit you... I'm actually considering helping orange here. I almost think that helping orange might be my best bet. I'm going to help orange. I don't want purple to have a chance at this capital. I want to force orange through the red 5. Or not orange. I want to force purple through the red 5. We leave the bot super large in front of purple to make his cards more expensive. So maybe he dips back into this pocket back here that we know hasn't been fully taken. Maybe he comes through the 5 here and comes in and eliminates orange. I didn't want him behind orange here because that does not do me any good. That it creates too much risk in this player eventually winning orange's cap. And if he goes, yeah, he loses 7 on a 5 in the middle of the board. He just lost 7. And oh no. Red did have material back here before. I don't know if orange hit that. Red has the bonus up top now. So there's a couple of things to note here. If red hits the 5 here, not great for us. If he plays off of the right side, it might be okay. He actually, yeah, he plays off the right side. If he leaves the 6 here, one of these 6s or 5s is getting, or 7s is getting wailed by white on this next turn. Because orange will take his card backwards, as he was doing. He may even try to play for the whole bonus, which I think would be pretty crazy. But we're leveraging the white bot because I'm weak and in the middle of the board, right? It is in my best interest. And I card skipped rather unintentionally, but maybe I just trade with orange back here. It's getting 12 now, and this is what I thought would happen, is it's going to hit purple 7. It might even hit red 6. So it probably makes the most sense to take my cards off. Yeah, wow. That is why it's going to hit the 6. No, it's going to hit the 6. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. All right, I'm not actually going to take the card off of orange on this time because I have a cheap card right here. So we are going to take the cheap card that's right in front of us. Red has a 16 sitting there. I doubt blue has their bonus yet. They do not. So purple only has to hit a 2 here, but that lost to 7. That's banana. So he trades early. Wow. Okay. Early trade-in. We're probably going to get the best trade-in. And the bot is the only one that's technically ahead of us in the turn order. We know that the bot is back here on cell D4. I'm surprised somebody hasn't rushed for the white bonus yet. Purple attacks out. We knew this would happen. He's got a 20 there. Yeah, he's going to rush for the white bonus here. Takes the capital. Must have been sitting in the middle there. And splits. I almost would like to see red go for white here with all of this material. Is he just going to sit there? That's not great for me. I don't love that. I don't love red sitting there. I get why he's doing it, but I don't love it. Blue traded early. White will probably trade. And we skipped, again, rather unintentionally. Hopefully he doesn't roll a 6 on 2. No, he knocks white out of there. That's really interesting. So white is exclusively in the middle of the board and then trapped behind purple, which obviously we don't really like that. It does not trade. So purple will have this elimination if he wants it. Does it hit here? It does hit here. It leaves the 7 in front of orange. I'm going to try to slow roll that 2. I need to commit everything on cap otherwise. That's not great. Let's check blue. Why not? Blue's only got a 10 over there. That is not a lot of troops. I'm surprised. Yeah, he's got the bonus. I'm really surprised red could have just rushed blue right away. That's bananas. You put all of these 12 troops on your capital. There's absolutely no reason to do anything other than that. He's got material back here still. He's got material behind white bot in the top right. Purple getting 13 now. It's at the discretion of my opponents here. Purple trades early as well. This may be an elimination on white. And orange, unfortunately, removed white down here. In my personal opinion, foolishly, he doesn't even kill white. Wow, he's going to let this bot trade in. Everybody is setting early. Red does not trade. Whales on white there. I would hit blue out of here in the right-hand side if I were red. I would not let blue be up here. Does that material come back to the stack? Red's on 5 cards. Orange trades. Orange probably takes his bonus, and then I'm just kind of left as the fella in the middle. Which is a shame, because red could theoretically trade in and kill me on the next turn. Honestly, if that happens, whatever. I'm not going to give red any reason to hit. But, okay. Got an understanding of what's happening. White will now trade for a much higher trade than you'd expect. This 5 probably dips in to where purple is. No, it actually goes up. So I think this bot is actually more of a bonus taker than a breaker. Might have even put some material in there. It does wall off a little bit there, which is nice. I don't want to trade in. If red wants to eliminate me, he can. It'll probably win him the game. I don't really have any interest in doing that. I'm almost hoping one of my opponents plays a little too aggressively. That's not red, right? I'm obviously most concerned about red. He's choosing to sit next to me. Got a +2. That's not even on our capital, which is a bummer because that'll get closed up. Blue is still back here on the right-hand side. So, and he might even be taking the bonus right now. Red's not open to that. He attacked twice. I'm surprised he would attack twice from there. Now, white is a decent chunk of change in the middle there. We know purple is almost certainly kill guarding back here, bottom left. That's one attack. And again, we don't see... Yeah, he's only got one more in here, I believe. He's only got one more attack in there. Red is still getting 10. We'll trade in here for 12. It's 37. 49 on 23 should win. Although if he's still back here with blue, he just clean knocks blue out of here. Which that kind of aggression is the exact type of thing that helps us. Because now blue might be upset about that. If blue's got to trade in on 3, he goes and bum rushes red. Orange is now getting 11. He's going to have to hit the 7 of white here. I'm not fully convinced that purple knocked white out of this area here on the left-hand side. Presumably orange is hitting the 7 here. 28. I definitely, with the 15 trade I'm going to get here, I definitely... Actually, white could trade again. There's kind of two avenues here. Does orange think he... Yeah, I was going to say, does he think he could set enough of white? Evidently, I don't think that's the case. If white trades, we get a 20 trade. If white doesn't trade and opens me up to purple here, I could theoretically eliminate white for 4 cards, have double capital spot. And it looks like it's not going to trade. Oh, it hits the 5. I mean, that's pretty cheap. If this 7 goes down... If 7 attacks down. It does not. So it does not open me here. I don't think I have that elimination available then. I do manage to hold this. So I'm just going to peek in here and investigate. Interesting. He might have knocked both of these spots out back here. At this point, for 4 cards, what have I got to lose? I know none of the... I mean, purple, again, may be the one harvesting this. I've got to try to make a play. Yeah, all right, I read that correctly. I read that absolutely correctly. I was like, if this was the last territory, because I knew there was one territory left in here that was white, because I had not seen any of purple's attacks. I'm going to take the +2. I can't really afford to not take the +2. Red's actually in trouble here with me back on 4, and red presumably with no troops on capital. Blue does trade. I thought blue might trade here to try to make a move on red. This might just be a safety play. Loses 7 on my 5. I didn't really mean to leave a 5 in front of him. That's where the +2 traded. Oh, he is fully intending on feeding me red here if red doesn't trade, isn't he? Do I have a set? I do. No, he does not break red. He lets red hold double bonus then. Okay. Purple trades. Purple won't be able to eliminate me. But basically what I read, I saw purple take 2 cards. He took 2 cards without being outward with his material. So none of his troops attacked into the center where I had vision. We knew he wasn't anywhere else on the board because I don't think I saw him up here. His only material up top was on low security gate. So I wasn't worried about that. And then I knew orange had all of this. I knew blue had all of this. I knew red had all of this. So where's he taking his cards, right? Down here. I presumed that he would have kept white trapped behind him, taken his card here, and then in one of the other spots. Evidently, he did not do that. So I wonder if red splits here, pulls the 15 out from back there. No, he actually fortifies it towards that, which I think is weird. Both purple and blue set early, so I'm just going to hold on. Red could, again, theoretically kill me off a trade. Orange trades early, too. I don't think waiting. I think that 5 extra troops I get here wouldn't really be worth it. Break it? Come on, break it. None of these guys want to commit, man. None of them want to commit. I am going to trade in. Because I don't want to risk dying to red when he's on a set. Red is probably the strongest player based off of troops right now. I'm going to open up blue. I want to see what blue does. I have a joker. That's big too. I want to see if blue is willing to hit red here. It doesn't look like that's the case. No, but he's just going to attack back up. I don't think this blue player is that skilled. We're in this weird position where we kind of control whatever we want to control. Purple gets 19. Hasn't been very aggressive, but we read this correctly. We saw the white territory here. We know that he had left one white territory back here, and the moment I saw that, I was like, all right, if I roll this and succeed, I'll take the other material out of the middle. We got 4 cards off of that, which was really, really cool and very, very good. The issue here is that in the current state of the board, the only player I could logistically card block is the strongest player, and that is red. Red is the only player I believe I could realistically card block without preventing somebody else from getting cards. I suppose orange is in that boat too. I cannot card block purple. Yeah, I could not card block purple without also accidentally blocking orange. And the same goes for blue. Like if I left troops here, I guess, I don't know, I could open them up. Red trades. It's to the right. Red would be the easiest block though, because this cap is the furthest back of anybody. But I'm in a weird position where, because I'm the player without a bonus, I am mathematically going to get... Actually, I'm not even going to get the best trade-ins anymore. Does he break purple here? Because this could be what we need to get purple's target, or get a target on orange's back. Opens up blue. I'd like to check this cap. We saw this one before. Closed everything off, though. Red is holding nothing. And I don't know that my opponents realize this. Red is holding no troops on capital. Pretty confident that red doesn't have any troops on cap. Tax out. 72. Not a whole lot of troops there. Leaves the 3 there. Must have fortified a 2 from behind then. I just wonder how long are these guys going to let purple get 19? Because you could theoretically put pressure on him, but purple is going to win this game if nobody blocks or nobody makes a move on somebody else. And I'm not, again, I'm not in a position because I am the weakest player in terms of troop generation. It really can't be myself. Red's going to hit blue here. No, he's going to try the 3 on black and fail. It does not. He opens up orange. And now, because we killed... The one issue is because we killed white, we've put ourselves at the front of the turn order. Which I don't really like, although these guys have traded in early many times. Orange with 88. Trades are 50. Is he going to break this time? He is. Interesting. I think that was an exceptionally aggressive play. I think that's a good way to get yourself slapped. I would like to know what red is holding here. 51. Yeah, this player absolutely has 0 troops on capital. We get the second Joker, which is certainly nice. Although I never really like having both of them at the same time because you're basically forced to trade them. Trade one of them on your first turn. Theoretically, I could draw a car here and we'd have a normal trade-in, but then I'm holding both Jokers, right? So if I need a trade on 3, I'm kind of out of luck because of... kind of out of luck because of both. I'd have to trade both Jokers in that moment. Now, if blue weirdly botted here, and again, I think blue could keep some amount of troops off cap here. If he bots, that certainly opens up our game quite a bit because a botted opponent, these troops will fortify out. He has botted, and you know maybe he just sees the way the game is going and he's going to quit, and that's why he doesn't want to play. I do like the smack dab middle capital, though. I think it's interesting. I'd also like to lower our UI scale ever so briefly so I can get a nice, juicy, chunky middle thumbnail here that looks kind of appealing. Nice little Supermax Prison thumbnail. Look at that bad boy. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, we got all the options. Purple just retook his bonus there. Throw the territory names back in. Did I really have max UI? I guess I did have max UI scale. I could probably... You know what? The max UI scale is probably why the bonuses have been overlapping on a lot of my boards lately. Blue is back, but he has missed a card. So do with that information what you will. There was almost an opportunity if red left that material there to block orange. Orange is seemingly going to aggress purple again. And maybe he's upset that purple put those troops behind him earlier. Oh, purple left some troops off cap there. He might just leave that stuff in front of him. I could totally see orange leaving that there. Yeah, he did. Interesting. Okay. That's fine by me. 53. If purple slaps this, the door is opened. If purple slaps the 53 stack, the door is absolutely opened. Blue does not bot, but again, they missed a card, which I don't think is good for them at this stage of the game. Wrapping around here can be really interesting. We're not going to know if that gets slapped. Blue managed to go and open up red stack over there, which I just don't understand the motivation there. You know, you missed a turn going for the vision quest. He's going to investigate this. He's going to go investigate red, and then he's going to stop. Which is exactly what blue just did. Might as well go gain as much information as you can. And we're chilling. We're basically just commentating what our opponents are doing. So from some pretty bad slow rolls in the beginning, I think it was worth a shot to try to see what we could do there. I don't know why red doesn't just leave the 80 outwards. Actually, more bizarrely, I'm confused why red is leaving this 80 outward and not this one. So again, I don't believe he has any troops on capital. If he does, I would be surprised. No, I would set in for 60 here. I have no idea what Orange's MO is. Is he just going to get back on cap here? So here's my theory. If this goes back on capital, my theory is red will take his card here. Yeah, see, now we have the trade of the Joker. What's funny is I think I could eliminate red, but it wouldn't double trade me like I would need it to. So it wouldn't actually be worth it right now. I'm going to hit here. So my motivation here is that red hits here, and that's going to open orange's big cap stack up to purple's cap here, and maybe he'll make a move. I think blue should trade here. I don't think blue should hold on another turn because I could theoretically eliminate him on 5. Trade the double jokers immediately. What do we see? What do we got? 92. We kill blue on this next turn. We will trade, and then we'll get the elimination off of that, and I'll still be able to hold center. And it'll be after red sets. Maybe red actually goes for blue here. I'm not sure. But I think blue skipping that turn, I think that was a big mistake. I really think that was a massive, colossal mistake by blue. Now, theoretically, we should see red take the card here. Maybe he takes it onto blue. As much as I like the middle capital, I think that having a side capital as well is going to do me some good. If we see an even split here, he generates 67 plus 15. That's 82 troops. Only 20 here. 60 here. That's the 82 right there. And as expected, he opens orange. Now he could sit in front of blue, which I would not enjoy. He hits purple. Might as well go take a peek. Does that come back to the 100 or does it come back in here? Because if it comes back in here, we're golden. Yeah, we're fine. We can absolutely eliminate blue here. Orange attacks out. 154. I doubt he goes... He's going to come to the left here because he can't help himself. He truly... This player cannot help himself to go over to purple. But we'll get 70 troops here. Blue's got 90-something on cap. We absolutely go eliminate blue right now. If we get good dice, then we're in a great position. That's pretty good dice, all things considered. I'm just gonna dump. I'm gonna dump my trade in. Just everything I get here, we're just gonna put right on cap in the middle. Red will probably try to look at me here, but I think that was absolutely the correct play. The moment I saw red go back here with the 50, I'm like, all right. Worth it. We're basically the size we were before the trade-in, but now we have a bonus capital. And I can control the card blocks so much better now. That was the biggest thing. I can control the card blocks myself. And while purple and orange are quarreling, we can probably fight red. If red trades on 3 here, not great for us. I'm going to trade on 3. It's pretty much impossible to card block me from this position now. If he rolls my cap, he probably loses the game. He's going to open me more likely. Yeah. Sees that I've got 92 there, and he's like, all right, I'm not going to make this mistake anymore. And I'm going to try to leave both of these caps as open as I can. I don't want red to have pathing into me if I can avoid it. But that is absolutely the positioning and play that I needed. Does this go down or does this go up? It goes down. Okay. So, or at least for a turn here, orange doesn't open this capital. We are going to trade on 3. Noteworthy, though, I'm doing this for protection because I don't want to risk, specifically, not even red rolling me. I don't want to risk purple rolling me. So, hit. I'm going to hit here. I'm going to leave a 3 there. If it gets hit, it gets hit. I'm going to pull this out this way. Yeah, I guess purple's split between 2 caps, though. I guess I'm most worried about orange hitting me. Orange has been kind of crazy. But yeah, blue missing that 1 turn of play and then not trading in. And he doesn't know I'm going to have a set on 3, right? I'm the only player ahead of him on 3 cards at that point in time. The other guys behind him will get to 3 on the turn that he trades in, or before he trades in on 5. So not much I can do there. This is a really interesting 25 there. That's not a lot. What did he put? 25, 22? I thought it was 25 that he put here. He put most of those troops on the left cap, and the left cap is worse. I'm surprised he wouldn't bolster this one more. There's one other noteworthy piece here. And it's going to really depend on whether or not red trades right now, what I do. He does not trade. I really... I just don't really think this player has any troops on capital. I don't know what red was doing there. He is on 5 cards now. And again, I don't really think he's got any troops on cap. Orange sets early. I'm only worth 1 card, so I am not worth orange's efforts here. 261. Purple leave most of this here. Oh my goodness, what? That is an insane play, dude. Purple took most of the troops off cap here. That is an insane play by the orange player. I think I have to try to eliminate red right now if I can. 132, 145. Yep, let's go. The moment orange made that move, man, I go for it. I had read this guy like a book, and I had a feeling he had no troops on cap. And that feeling was absolutely correct. We just watched orange lose 118 troops on that roll. Hang on. 95. 70. This cap is still more important long term. Let's go 48 here. 49 there. Back on 4 cards. And purple, I believe, got that cap rolled. And as such, only really has the strong cap here. He won't be able to kill me. I don't have a trade in, but neither of those players are on a trade. The moment I see that maneuver, curtains. Lock it up. He probably gets this cap back. I don't think that was very expensive for him either. But now knowing how much orange hates purple, They've hated each other's guts all game. That's part of the reason I played this like I did. And he might change his tune and come break me. I'm not so convinced, though. I think he really despises this player for some reason. It's like Purple inserted the troops behind him earlier, and he said, all right, I got to go. It looks like he's going to come break me, too. Which, why you'd put that kind of target on your back, I don't really know. Yeah, don't put that kind of target on your back, brother. What are you doing? Doesn't break me up here. Purple both of these players could have trade-ins though, so I've got to be a little bit careful here. The 5 comes up to the cap in the middle. I'm trying not to make an enemy out of purple. But basically, if orange tries to roll anything here, he definitely loses himself the game. We are back on a set. Very opportunistic play there. He's like, only got an 86 here, which is interesting. I think he probably comes up and breaks me here because he wants to do a cap check. Or he wants to card block orange. Nah, he wants to do a cap check. Interesting that they both break me here. I don't know why purple would do this. This actually makes no sense to me from a perspective for the purple player here. I don't understand this move at all. I'm on 5 cards. I know orange isn't very good. I also know his cap is considerably worse than yours. I think this is a really, really questionable play from purple. He gets it back to capital, but at what cost? Opens me here, too. And presumably orange comes and hits him here. Oh, yeah, he can't help himself, man. Absolutely can't help himself. I think I just let these two continue quarreling. I don't really understand why I would take any other option here. The question, I guess the ultimate question is, can I eliminate orange right now? Because if I can eliminate orange right now, I basically just win the game. I don't know what he's got sitting here, though. I don't even really care about this 40 cap. I cannot eliminate orange right now. I think I just wait to see what these guys do. If they want to come take a cap, they can. I'm not really worried about it. I'd rather defend the middle and respond. So if he wants to roll my 40 cap here, he can. I think that's a really greedy play. I think this is a bad play. Loses 64. That's fine. I don't care about that cap because it's a cap I know I can card block. I'd rather just keep these two. I don't know why purple has changed his tune suddenly. But if he wants to piss his troops away, he can absolutely be my guest. So now he's the one on 3 caps. And if orange is forced to open me here, which it looks like he's not doing, he's taking back here, I guess. Leaves his cap open. We'll just defend this on the next turn. I'll take the card here. We're just on 5 cards. I mean, purple's like wondering why orange isn't working with him, and I think it's kind of funny. Alright, well. Which way? This... No. I want to retain my pathing into... There we go. That gives orange pathing into the cap up here. That's why I did that. I don't think orange is good enough at the game to realize what I have just done for him, but that's all right. I have the trade in. Again, I think that move by purple was foolish. Orange trades now on this next turn, and I'm just hoping he makes a silly mistake. But this is the middle capital. I was fine giving up a cap up here, especially at a 24 troop loss for purple. He is getting 23 turns. He's got both of the bonuses down. He's just picked up an additional bonus. Let's orange hold this. Purple wants to work with orange against me. I'm not sure that orange is in the same boat as him. That's why I'm not. That's why I didn't try to break him here. I'm really hoping he makes a big play here that benefits me more than it benefits purple. You know, if he comes and rolls the 77 cap, like what these guys got to realize is that if you try to take my capital here, you basically lose yourself the game because I have this middle cap to do a retaliatory play into you. So if he wants to roll the 77 cap, he can. He will almost certainly lose the game off of that maneuver unless he gets good dice. And he is seemingly deciding not to... Wow. I only saw two. There's only 3, 4, 5. All right, he took this whole bonus. Purple's on 3. Purple's on 3. Purple's on 3. Yeah, orange just exhaust. I mean, he just lost 89 troops, right? So don't set off of him. That is something I have to keep in mind here. Oh. Not much to keep in mind when this is how weak your capital is. Yeah, orange can have this cap. I don't really care. He might get the middle here if he's got a set on 3, but the 62 should end up being open. I've got to trade in. That's all you got. All right. And this is why I... Thank you. Thanks. All right. I'm going to try to do this in a way where I can retain my cards as best as possible. I'm going to put a little bit on cap here. But I'd like to just do a normal 90 should be fine. This gives me some extra cards over here. All right, that worked. So I was banking on orange. Again, purple was trying to work against me with orange. Orange was not reciprocating that. No trade on 3, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. He's going to have to chunk some material. Maybe he gets the 32 cap back here, but knowing this player we saw, he took this whole bonus from purple instead of kill guarding, which I think was a big mistake. If he rolls the middle, he rolls the middle. All right, he wins it. Well played. That was an incredible loss of troops, but actually only 23. I'm surprised that roll won, to be completely honest. Unfortunately, he's opening me up in all of these spots, which I think is foolish. But I don't have a set on 3, so theoretically he pulls troops off the cap. That is not what I would have done. I'm going to double slam this, knowing he doesn't have a trade-in. Now I know he doesn't have a set, so I can just do this. I would have pulled troops, and maybe these caps aren't that strong. I don't know what the size looks like on these two. In that position, you absolutely pull all of you try to reverse card block me. You pull all of your material out to the middle into this middle capital. This is on Supermax. This is the best position on the board. Like, this is the best spot you can be, especially in the late game. And so especially in the late game, and especially if no one caps around the ring. So I had an advantage where I went second. So I had this spot. I'm the only one who could choose this spot. So I had an advantage there. I am going to trade here. We are going to set. I want to make sure he can't take the capital again. I'm going to make these each 35. Because again, he is still getting a ton of troops. Make him 36. Why not? I'm feeling ambitious. He is still getting a bunch of troops. But now we hold the middle down. I didn't hold the middle well enough. I thought 90 troops would have been fine for 140 troops. Evidently, that was not the case. And obviously, the higher you go, let's see what the risk calculator says. That was a roll of 146 on 90 cap roll. Balance splits dice. Capital 146 on 90 is actually only a 30.63% roll according to the risk calculator, which is pretty bananas. I don't know which cap this came off of, so we're just gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, let's just guess this one. I'll let him pull off the other cap, and then we'll just win. Can't world dom. It's very difficult to world dom on Supermax. The only way you could really world dom is if you took my cap in the middle last. So presumably he takes these other troops off, and then yeah, good game, dude. Yeah. Impressed. Oh my god, that was incredible dice. Impressed with Orange's closeout here. But he gets second. And I don't know that Orange was the strongest player in the world, but Purple would have been so much better off working with me against Orange than with trying to work with Orange against me at that point in the game. I think there's a way you can force me to use as much of my material as possible on Orange. Although Orange was dead set on Purple. That's part of the issue. I think Purple tried to turn it around at the last minute. Purple was a beginner. Orange was a novice. Red was a beginner. I had a feeling that Blue was actually pretty good. White, we didn't even get to see play, which is unfortunate. I had a feeling Blue was decent, but he missed that turn, and I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to try to improve my positioning, especially when Red misplays by locking all of his troops way back there. Red probably should have killed me super early. Because, again, on this map, that middle is so powerful. And you know what else is powerful? Subscribing to the C Money YouTube channel. If you guys have enjoyed the content, I appreciate it. I would appreciate it, rather, if you do subscribe. I want to give a shout-out to recent subscribers to the channel, Ben Roberts and SR. Thank you guys very much for subscribing. If you want a shout-out in an upcoming video, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure public subscription's on. I'll give you the shout-out that you deserve. As always, everybody, like the video as well. I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.